What is happening, folks? Man, it's been a while. So I just want to pop up here. You're probably wondering why I'm in no sleeves. I got this little jacket for my riding, but it's such a damn nice day out here in San Antonio, man. I think it's about what is happening, Smitty Independent. I see y'all popping up. Ah, all right, we got Cuz up in here too. Damn, all right, all the way from way across the pond. Anyway, dude, the sun is shining. It's 65 degrees out here, Celsius, or yeah, Celsius? We're Celsius? I don't know, shit, man. Whatever, dude. My mind's been on mush mode for the last couple weeks. As I'm getting things reorganized, re-straightened out, back on track in a bigger and better fashion than ever, you know. I'm at a friend's house and don't wish to be antisocial, so won't be staying long, dude. Hey, that's cool, man. Shoot. I'm just popping up here. There was something that was on my mind. I'm going to leave this up. Trip on Two Wheels. What's up, brother? Come on down to La Tuna. Trip, you're right here in San Antonio, bro. But the sun's shining, man, so I decided, hey, look, let me just pop open a live real quick. And what I really wanted to talk about are three very important things that I have learned over the last month. You guys know that I haven't been posting much because I just been like, dude, sometimes with your time, you have to determine what's your best use of time, and for me it was just getting this business back on track, new business that I'm in. So you guys, some of y'all already know about it, but anyway, I'm not going to bore you with that. I just want to talk about the three things that I have learned are so important, dude, and I am going to go through each of them a little bit because one of them is kind of controversial, and it's one that they tell you never to talk about. I'm going to talk about it anyway. Anyway, for those of y'all who are not in the United States, they have the big Super Bowl American football game going on today at about 5. I'm not planning on watching it, just because I've never been a big football fan anyway. Back in my house, when I was growing up, my dad watched a lot of boxing and a lot of basketball. More boxing than anything, but that's back in the day when you could see the good fighters fighting and you didn't have to pay. It was before pay-per-view. But anyway, man, so here are the three things, bro. I'm gonna break this down for you. And I see you guys chatting there on the side. I appreciate y'all being here. So the three things that they show Super Bowl over here now too nowadays, Dad and Mad say. So the three things, man, that I've learned, you just got to keep these things always in the front of your mind, whether it's business, it could be parenting, and it's just life in general, bro. And the first one's probably going to shock you coming out of my mouth, but I realized that those three things in this particular order: prayers, practice, and patience. And that's what this video is about. So I'll break them each down, and I'll tell you, like, prayers, practice, and patience, that's kind of how you can split up your day. Like, if you split your day into 3 parts, try it, man. And when I say prayers, I'm not talking about you're sitting around praying for a Porsche, or you're sitting around praying for, you know, big vacation or hitting the lottery. That's great, but you know, for some people, prayer means putting your hands together, bowing your head, and, you know, giving gratitude or asking for whatever. For other people, prayer is really just being in nature. Prayer could be meditation. Prayer could be going for a walk in the park. Prayer could be just being silent and spending the first part of your day just thinking, man, what am I grateful for today? What am I grateful about? And when you spend your time in gratitude, I know it's going to sound like I'm a Bible thumper, bro, but I mean, one of these days I'll tell you the full story. But it's not about that. When I talk about prayer, it comes in many forms. Just know this: when I talk about prayers, practice, and patience, prayer is about getting your mind right. Prayer is about clearing out the cobwebs, the bad thinking, the continual negative thoughts, hating certain groups, or just feeling like you're in competition with people, man. Like, prayer is about cleaning out your mind, cleaning out, your energy. So for me, that's what I'm talking about. So you start off the day with prayer, whatever form that you take it in, man. For some people, I mean, heck, prayer could mean just chilling and just getting your mind right. Then you got practice. So whatever job you're in, whether it's a profession, it's your own business, it could be parenting, it could be just living life, man. That practice, you have to be as determined as possible to get things done. Like, have a goal, have a very clear plan on how to get to your goal, and make sure those goals are big. but have a clear plan and then work the plan. See, a lot of times, and I never went to business school, but I read a ton of books and or listen to them. Really, I don't read them as much. I listen to them a lot. That's one of my joys, man. I love listening to books that make me think about stuff. And practice is really about doing the job, whatever job it is. And a lot of times when you don't feel like doing the job and you do it, that's when you get better. That's when you get stronger. It could be, I don't know, maybe going to the gym. Those days when you feel weak and you don't feel like going to the gym, and I don't go to the gym anymore, man. I bought some equipment and I just keep it at home. But those days where you don't feel like doing it, those are the days you get stronger. Days when maybe you don't feel like putting out a YouTube video and you put one out anyway, you got stronger. You didn't feel like putting in the extra hours of work when they called you, but you did it anyway, you got stronger. You know, I don't know, maybe you're doing, let's say you're doing real estate and you do an open house and you get back home and you get a call from someone and they say, can you meet me back at the house in an hour? And you do it. That's the kind of practice I'm talking about. So you start off with your prayers. Check this out. Yeah, boy, everyone's out today. So you start off with your prayers to get your mind right. Then you do your practice, you do the job, and you even go the extra mile. So that's the practice piece. And then the last piece is going to be patience. That's how you kind of end your day. Let's see, Smitty D's just been through the same. Yeah, man. Well, a lot of people are. But you just keep those three things in mind: prayer, practice, and patience. So you start with the prayer, then you go through the practice of your day, you do the work, you push yourself, man, and then at the end of the day, remind yourself, dude, it takes patience. A lot of times you're going to be out there planting seeds. And I'm talking, again, this applies to so many things. Let's take YouTube, for example. Man, for that first year, sometimes you're just planting the seed. You're just planting the seed. You're just getting out there, and you have to have the patience to know that one day it's going to grow. And, you know, it could be the business, it's whatever. But that's really what it's about, you know. And that prayer piece, some people ask for things in their prayer. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he's like, dude, when I do my, you know, when I get my mind right, I pray for strength. I pray for good decision making. I pray, you know, not to lose my shit when somebody gives me a hard time. It's that kind of stuff, man. And those are the things that are going to take you a long way. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today, guys. Guys and gals, it's been a while since I've been on here, and I just want to let you know that I'm doing great. Doing awesome, man. I'm loving life. I'm riding the heck out of this motorcycle. I'm enjoying this beautiful weather. I'm putting a lot of things into perspective and recognizing that some things that I thought were important in the big scheme of things really aren't. And then realizing that there's some other things that I had to put more priority into. So that's really it, folks. Just wanted to bring you that today on the Sunday Cigar Revived here in February. You know, January for me was a big building month. Toby Northern, I see out there, more control of your schedule with the new path. Toby, yeah, I would say so. I would say the new path, it's always good to start a new path. You know, sometimes you recognize that you've been comfortable for way too long. And so something pushes you to do something new. And don't be afraid of that. You know, one of the things I have on my card, a lot of you guys have seen my card where I have the rules of the game, and those rules have not changed. And one of those rules is stay in the game longer than anybody else thinks you have a right to. But another one is there's no growth without change. Dude, that one hit me hard last year because I went through some big changes. You know, family got even stronger. Relationships got stronger. I feel like I'm in a really good space. So anyway, man, everything in moderation, everything in its place, dude. That's it. Prayers, practice, and patience. So that's what I'm working on. Like I say, when I have these talks sometimes, I am no Yoda master, and by no means am I an expert at those three things. There's probably one that I'm pretty good at, and the other two need some work. I'm pretty good at the practice piece. You know, when I know something that has to be done, I'll go out there and I'll do it. And you know, sometimes you just don't worry about how you feel about it. Don't worry about being bored. Don't worry about working too hard. Don't worry about, are you doing the right thing? You know, it reminds me of an old Native American saying, Well, it's been attributed to Native American saying, could have been anybody who said it, but when you know you're on the right path, just keep walking, man. And that's what it's all about. And so if you've got your mind right, if you're doing the right actions, and then you reset yourself at night and say, hey, look, man, patience, don't give up. A lot of times people have given up things. What up, Yoda Master, Dirty D's? I see you out there. Anonymous Biker USA, what's up, brother? A lot of times people quit things right when the finish line was right around the corner, man. You know how many people quit college in their third year? It's nuts, dude. You know how many people quit a marathon when they're in the last mile? It's insane. So, same thing happens with work, same thing happens with life, family, and all that stuff. And again, I'm no Yoda Master, but I've been on this earth for over 40 years. And I can tell you how many years over 40, but yeah, man. And that's one of the keys. At a certain age, people are going to tell you look or act younger than you really are, but it's all about the mindset. It's about that practice, doing the work that you know needs to be done, and then it's about having the patience to know that you're not going to get results right off the bat. So I'll talk specifically to my YouTube family out here. Guys and gals, don't ever compare your beginning to somebody else who's already well on their journey. I did this at the beginning of my YouTube career, and I soon realized, that's a recipe for frustration. Have a good time with it. Don't stress out about it, man. And I know people talk a lot about the algorithm, and you got to post at a certain time on the same day every week, and people are up till 3 a.m. the night before so they can get the damn video out at 10. Dude, I was there. But I want to go back to what Roll Tide 530 said in his wisdom. He said, my channel is about my life. My life is not about my channel. Boom. Let that sit in for a minute, man. The channel is about your life. The life is not about your channel. Don't stress out over friggin' YouTube, dude. I mean, if you're trying to make it your job, I get it. And for a lot of folks, that's a great path. I was lucky to get monetized last year and had a few months that were absolutely phenomenal. But now in the second and a half, I don't know, going into the third, whatever it is, just take things a little bit easier and try to do things a little bit quicker. And like Rocket Rider 510 always says, don't let the artist get in the way of the art. Dude, you could sit there and edit things until the cows come home, bro. You could sit there at your desk or wherever you do your editing on YouTube videos, and you could do that well into the morning, and you still won't be completely satisfied. Well, just recognize getting something out there in itself is very freeing. And, sometimes you got to do it down and dirty. What I'm talking about, doing it down and dirty, I'm going to leave that up to your imagination. You decide what it is. Let's see. Abusa, I'm dirty with YouTube. I'm dirty with YouTube paper. Oh, okay. I think that's what he said. When I do these lives, man, I see your comments flash up real quick. You are dropping some serious wisdom. Loving it. Toby Northern, thank you, brother. My phone's probably going to die here in a minute, so I'm not seeing the comments real clearly. And there is a train getting ready to come up on here. So if this video goes out, don't worry about it. They're playing some badass music back here. I fully expect this video to get demonetized or taken down or copyright strike, but you know what? Who gives a damn? Just have a good time with it, man. Anyhow, folks, out here in San Antonio, Texas, beautiful weather. Come on down if you can, man. And if you do, give me a holler. Out here at La Tuna, which is a badass little ice house. They just cleared out the fire pit because it's supposed to get colder tonight. These guys are open till midnight. I'm gonna see if I can bring the little lady down here. Here's a fire pit. Cool spot. Anyhow, folks, just want to tell you that I'm thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. And don't forget those 3 P's. Prayer, practice, and patience. And it doesn't mean that you have to be religious. That prayer piece just means that you're getting your mind right at the beginning of the day. Throughout the day, you work your plan and you plan your work. And then at the end of the day, remind yourself, man, give yourself a little breathing room. Have patience. Have patience with other people. Have patience with results. But dude, have patience with yourself, brother and sister. All right, folks. Thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. I want to wish nothing but the best to each and every one of you. Gratitude and blessings as always, man. I hope to see you out here in the Mother Humming streets one day. And that's about it for me, folks. Peace out. Remember, you can reach out to me anytime on Instagram or even on these videos as well. Probably need to do a better job at getting back to my comments, but like I say, I've let myself off the hook for certain things that, you know, I just had to spend that energy in other spots. And, you know, one thing to always remember, to be good, to do good for other people, you need to make sure, number one, that you're good. Like my dad used to say, Lord help everybody, but help me first, because if I'm not strong, I'm not going to be able to help anybody else out. All right, folks, peace out. Hope you have a great day, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Expect more lives, as always. You know, all the editing stuff and all that jazz, yeah, we'll have some of those coming up. I've got a trip planned here in March. We're going to see if that happens. It's going to be a big one. Very excited for that. You're going to hear more about it as the time gets closer. Anyhow, peace out, folks. Thinking about you, and we will see you on the flip side. If I can figure out how to turn this thing off, then we're going to end the stream. All right, peace out.